Viewfinder. Speech off.
Let's get into it. This is the perfume review you've been waiting for, that I've been waiting for. So here we are. This is the Louis Vuitton LeJourSelev. And all this time I've been mispronouncing. So here is the packaging, and let's get into it. I've already opened it up completely because you know I love to film with one hand. So let's get into the bottle. This is a clear glass gold bottle with black detailing. It has the magnetic closure, so literally you don't even have to, you can just, it snatches it from you to secure it. This is the 100 ml bottle for $345. They have a 200 ml for $485. The refill on this bottle is $220, and for the 200 ml it is it is over $300 for the refill of the 200 ml. I believe they quoted me $370. In the store, my sales associate told me the range for refills is $220 to $265. I had no idea there was a larger size bottle. I thought that the 100 ml or this size was the only size. Had I known that I could have gotten a larger bottle, I would have, just because this is one of those fragrances that you're only going to use so often and it will really last me a long time. And so if I can get double, since we're already spending $345, you might as well just add another $140 and got twice the size, right? So that's something I'm still thinking about, because I could go in and just upgrade. So I am highly considering that, even though they already personalized this bottle, but since my sales associate didn't disclose that to me, then I still have that option. Another thing I wanted to tell you all is, when you're shopping in Saks at the boutiques, those of you all who are participating in their rewards program, some of the boutiques have a reward point maximum regardless of your status. So regardless if you're eligible for 6 points per dollar in other departments, or if there's an event going on, Louis Vuitton is one of the boutiques that only goes 3 points. It doesn't matter. You're only going to get 3 points to purchase. Chanel is the other boutique, and there's another boutique called Graff that I've never heard of, Graff, and then Dior. Those are the boutiques in Saks Fifth Avenue that will not give you more than 3 points per dollar, regardless of what's going on, regardless of your tier status. But that's still really good, because an average purchase in Louis Vuitton, on the low end, if you're like me, you could purchase travel books, which are like $70. It depends, some of them $28, $48, things like that. You could spend, you know, easily $50, $60, which would give you, you know, 180 points. Or you could spend, an average spend in there is like $300 if you wanted to get your hand on like a card holder or something like that, which would give you 900 points. And then on the low end for their handbags, there's pretty much almost nothing you can get other than a very large wallet in there that's less than 1,000, maybe like 600, 700, and that's, you know, 2,100 points. Then you go into the handbags, you can get a few different choices for under 17. So, you know, $1,700 times 3 is 5,100 points. So you see where I'm going with this. You all know 2,500 points equals $25, and they only pay out in increments of 25. Enough about that. Let's get back into this fragrance, shall we? So I personalized my bottle, as I shared with you all in the unboxing video. Is that with the MIA because this came from the Miami store, the Bell Harbor location in particular, inside of Saks Fifth Avenue. That's a gorgeous plaza. You should go over if you're in town. It's always a vibe. They have very busy traffic there, great restaurants that are all around the outside, the exterior, where you can mix and mingle and get your grub on. Okay, so guys, here's the top here. So you can see the design there. Here's the bottle, Louis Vuitton, LeJourSelev. It's in the black and the silver and gray writing. I'm gonna show you the bottom here just in case. I've already put this on 3 times now. I absolutely love mandarin, orange blossom. Those are some of my favorite notes. Jasmine. Pretty much if your fragrance has jasmine in it, you've won me over every time. My biggest problem is just don't want to spend the money and trying to find a way to cut the cost some type of way or get bonus points so I can apply this purchase to something else. Like, I just don't want to fork over the bucks. No, and that's all I got was just this. No, I want something in return. I've never been a girl to purchase cosmetics or skincare, you know, beauty products, and I didn't get something, a gift bag, a cosmetic case, a gift card. Like, it had to been something that came with it, a bonus, this and that. I just never will purchase. You got me when you give me a gift, when you give me a reward, when you give me points, something. So anyway, I love that they've taken time to give us the perfect casing, because a lot of times you want to bring your fragrance with you when you're traveling, but you're always like, oh my god, what if I break it? Here's the top here. Yeah, Louis Vuitton. What if I break it? How can I pack it carefully? I don't want to even deal with it. And now it's already coming in the perfect carrying case. It's very structured. Your item is well taken care of here. You do not have to even second guess. You can throw this in your travel bag and never think about it again. Me personally, I would go for the Louis Vuitton GM Neverfull for a carry-on. But I will tell you, not the GM of today. I'm talking about the Neverfull of the early 2000s. I am like 1000% vintage luxury over here. Today's luxury is not yesterday's luxury. The luxury market of the early 2000s is chef's kiss. Hands down, there's not a single argument. You can get your hands on luxury of the early 2000s. I'll even let you go to the 2015 mark. Argumentatively 2017-ish. I'll let you get up in there. After like 19, things get weird. The quality, everything like that is just not the same. I will say I feel like different boutiques have better quality items. I'm not sure, but I will tell you, the better the area that I'm in, I just find a totally different experience on quality, hands down. Something I did discover while I was doing my research for you all about this fragrance and pricing is that the Saks Fifth Avenue store in Los Angeles, Beverly Hills, to be exact, is permanently closed, you all. I was in Dallas for a good while, like a year and a half ago, and their Saks Fifth Avenue was closed. I was shocked. The Galleria had no Saks Fifth Avenue. So I don't know what's really going on. I don't know if online is really giving Saks a run for their money and they're just closing, or if you know, people don't feel comfortable to shop anymore because they're being targeted, and so they're just doing everything phone order. just to keep, you know, themselves safe and privacy. I really don't know, but I really don't want Saks Fifth Avenue to go out of business or close, because I in particular am still the girl that will go in the store. I still like to try things on. I still like to shop in real time, in real life. And I don't want the mall and the plazas to close down, because honestly, shopping online is okay. But it's a nightmare too. I mean, the whole blind buying, because that's what you're doing. Like, you're watching reviews, you're reading reviews, but you really don't know what you're getting until you get it. And then the whole sending it back, waiting, all that is not for me. I do some online shopping. I do. I participate in it. But do I want to exclusively online shop? No. Do I want to live in a world where I can't get up and go to the store? No, I don't want that. That's just going to put us in a bigger problem, because now these vendors, these entities will be able to play with the prices, because we won't have a choice, because there'll be no store you can just go down the street to, because, you know, everything's online, right? So I don't know. I will say, you all, I have been keeping up with the drama in the luxury industry, and I have to say this. I do not agree with the price increasing. The aggressive and egregious price increasing has to stop. Literally, if this was not on my wish list for years, this would not have gotten purchased, because this price has gone up over double in just literally a couple of years. It has doubled the price and then some in just a couple of years. And mind you, you all, this used to be a rectangular bottle, so you used to get more, and it was like $170 when this first came out. Comment down below if you purchased this when it first came out. Now, everyone really loves California Dreams. It's very much hyped up. It's a unisex. I don't do unisex at all, but I will tell you all, this one is highly recommended. It's highly requested, and it's highly sought after. Every boutique does not have it. Sometimes it's hard to get your hands on LeJourSelev, and I've wanted it from the moment I smelled it when it came out. Okay, now so just follow me, keep up with me. It came out at least 7 years ago, $170. I remember it went to $220. I remember it went to $230. I remember it was in that range, maybe $270 last summer. As early as last spring, like April, it was still around $270. I was upset. I was like, gosh, it was just $230. It was just $220. I should have bought it when it was just $230. That was like 2023. It was like $230, $220, something up in there. Okay, went to $270. That was 2024. Somewhere along the way, it went to $330. I missed all the price increases. I checked for this in February, I want to say, of this year, 2025. It was $330. When I get my order in, $345, 100 mil, $345. The 200 mil, $485 if you're getting the bottle. So, you know, I understand they're saying we're Louis Vuitton, and if you all are going to pay for Creed, for Baccarat, Tom Ford, you all are forking over the bucks for them, and you're paying $500, and you're paying $600, and you're paying the $400. You know, you're doing it, so you're going to do it for us. Like, we're not going to be affordable luxury. We're not going to be, you know, mid-range luxury. We are Louis Vuitton. Okay, kind of a no. Because Louis Vuitton is not, they're not fragrance. You know what I mean? The core and the foundation of Louis Vuitton was luggage. Luggage that now brought about carry-on luggage, that brought about now travel luggage, that brought about now everyday luggage, backpacks and work bags, suitcases, and so on. So it's like you all preserve and you offer more, and that's beautiful. But let's get a grip, because the day that I see that Louis Vuitton is pricing this perfume at $1,000, guys, it's wonderful. I take nothing from it. When I tell you the mandarin, the orange blossom, the jasmine, this perfume has everything in it. It is elegant, it is sensual, it is romantic, it is classic, it's unforgettable. You're going to love it. I definitely say get it, grab it, especially before the price goes up again. And I say get the 200 ml. Go on and get the 200 ml, because why not? Once you spent the $345, you might as well spend the $485. Get double the size. You don't have to get it again for Kingdom Come, especially if you're like me, because I wear more than one fragrance at a time. So I don't keep reapplying my fragrance, and I'm only going to put this on. This is like a weekend. Like today is Beyond Brunch Sundays in Las Olas, the Fort Lauderdale area. So this is something I'll put on today, go out, when I'm stepping out, when it's a carefree day, that's what I'm going to do. Could you wear this as a everyday working? Yes, sure. Could you wear this as everyday I'm just chilling? Sure. Could you wear this to after 5? Sure. Dinner, lunch, brunch, whatever you want. Is this your signature fragrance? Sure. That's what I'm saying. Do whatever you want to do with it. It's wonderful. I just want these luxury brands to get a grip. Focus on quality, not quantity. And let's just get a price margin and stay there. Because you all, the secondhand markets are pricing their items at the same price and higher. You're getting secondhand, pre-love, vintage. I mean, the Real is offering, high quality pre-love. Some items are brand new in store. And, what is it? Fashion File. I've never purchased from either company. This is not sponsored or an endorsed video. Am I interested? Yes. Very interested, especially now they're providing store locations. I was not looking to do a blind buy online and see what I get. I've watched plenty of videos like that though. Jerusha Couture is the queen of pre-love. She's shopped everybody. So you get to see everything, the unboxing. Definitely go over there, let her know I sent you. Mwah, all the way to Australia. She's an Australian babe. And so, but I wasn't gonna do it. Now I know that Real is here. We have a Miami location. I called and just chit-chatted for a little bit. The prices were as much or more. I asked them, did they have any Chanel items? The prices were like $4,000, $4,700, and $6,000. So you all, for me, I feel like the heyday of luxury was in the early 2000s, 2004 to 2015, 2014. Those are juicy years. Those are juicy years to purchase any brand you want. You could go, I will give you through 2019. If you did your purchasing back then and you have original items, you've got your collection. You have it. I remember when Komora Lee Simmons had a spread, and we got to go in her closet when it was what was it, MTV Cribs, and she had an entire closet of Louis Vuitton. I promise you all, it was gorgeous. It looked like art. She had a customized closet. It had all these different sections, and you just saw from the ceiling down, just item after item after item of Louis Vuitton. Those were the great days because quality, impeccable. I'm talking about substantial vachetta leather. I'm talking about canvas. Everything is wonderful. The gold on your items. I mean, these are good. These are the good goods, guys. Now I don't know. The Chanel of that time, loved the Chanel of that time. Would have loved to have grabbed a jumbo or even medium to large, even small to medium classic flat. Would have loved to have a boy bag in my collection right now as we speak. Love it. Now I will tell you who's holding their own and who hasn't fell off, who hasn't made a deal, settled, and played us, is Fendi. Fendi is doing their thing. They said, no, we're not going to give less. We're going to give more. We're not going to do it. We're not going to tarnish our image. We're not going to play. We're not going to play with you all. We're not for play. Fendi's bags are delicious. The leather is everything you want. The baguette, oh my, it's substantial. The quality is there. It's a great spend. I posted some shorts for you all in the Aventura Mall of the Fendi Peekaboo. I wanted the beige sand suede leather with the chunk chain. Ooh, $5,700. That's what that bag is. With the chain, $6,700. The baguette wasn't that price. I want to say the baguette was like maybe 3 or 4. They had it in every color. The one I wanted, honey brown. You see? So every designer is not doing that. The prices are, you know, what they are. But the quality, you know, justify why we're doing all these increases. It doesn't make any sense at all. Do I want an Hermes bag? Will I take an Hermes bag? Yes, I will. It's not on my list to buy that though. I can't lie to you all. It doesn't turn me on to spend $30 to $60 and $100,000 on a handbag. During the pandemic, Macy's had Hermes Birkins. I posted on my channel. They had them, you all. They had them. I was shocked. It was a $15,000 Birkin in there. They had an orange and they had a red. I saw the red one twice. It was in 2 different stores. Guys, they had clearance the orange one down. It was missing the lock to like $3,500. I couldn't even believe it, guys. So at one point, because they had it for so long, it was like $8,500. Then they did some type of sale. They had brought it down to like $5,500. And the next time I came in there to check on it, it had been sold for $3,500 plus tax. So guys, it's just like things like that. You know, the lady found the lock online and she ordered the lock for a few $100s and took the bag and called it a day. So it was depending on what Macy's you go in, like if you're in New York or if you go to like Lenox in Atlanta, you know, if you go to an original Macy's, they had and have those boutiques, Louis Vuitton, Chanel. They had everybody in the New York store and Bloomingdale's too. So I know our Bloomingdale's here in Aventura does not have the boutiques anymore because all the boutiques have moved to their own store in the malls now. So I'm not sure. You have to call and just see what's going on. but that was a sweet spot for me because it's like you get your Bloomingdale loyalist points and everything like that with your purchases, and Macy's Star Rewards, and you know, if you use your American Express, like you just find ways to get points for the purchase and then use those dollars elsewhere for, so it makes sense. But if they're just gonna keep making these prices astronomical, it just takes away from the enjoyment. It takes away from the purchase. I mean, purses, the price of vehicles is like, how can we justify it? I don't know. But anyway, guys, this is my fragrance review. I love, love, love. It is long wearing. It's very fragrant. It's pleasantly fragrant. You do not have to worry if you are a person that's sensitive to fragrance like I am. It's not overpowering, so you can still use it on your arms. Like Hermes Twilly is overpowering, even though I love that one as well, but I would have to put that on my back. Chanel No. 5 is overpowering. That's something that I put on the back of my neck, around my hairline, behind my ears, because it's going to work its way forward no matter what. It's going to take over. So you don't need it in the front of you. This one here, you can wear this one. You can wear this one in front of you. You can take it there. And I wish I didn't put, well, I guess I was showing you guys how you can close it up, and that's fine. But anyhow, you can wear this one. You can spray this in the crook of your arm, on your wrist, and the insides here. You can do all that, and it just smells so good all day long, and enjoy it, right? You can also, if you're a heavy sprayer, spray it all over, and it will not become one of these obnoxious, overpowering smells where it's just like all in through your nose and everything, and you're just like, oh my God, I did too much. Or people are like, oh my God, like, please. So super love. It does have musk, and you can definitely tell that as well, but it's like the perfect touch. I'm not a big musk girl, but I enjoy it, and it's perfectly complemented in this LeJourSelev. I have not seen this anywhere else but Louis Vuitton. So I would say, if anyone is telling you that they're selling this fragrance outside of the Louis Vuitton boutiques and stores, you do not have the real thing. It's going to be a dupe. And I would say to that conversation as well, get what you want to get, purchase what you want to purchase. If you're into replicas at this point, if you're into dupes, rock on. If you have high quality dupes, I feel like it's a compliment to the designer, and I do feel like it's free marketing and advertising, because no matter what, the people that are going to purchase from the original designer from the store, they're going to purchase from the store, and the people that are not, they're going to purchase online and wherever they want to purchase. Like, there's a market for everyone, so there's no need for any of us to, you know, really get in our feelings about the way a person chooses to spend their money. People are working and providing a service that everybody, there's someone for everyone. There's a demographic for all of us. And I feel that it's justified at this point. The people that are making these products, if they have a store and they're saying, hey, I make Louis Vuitton bags for Louis Vuitton, I make Chanel bags for Chanel, and I have a store. If you want to purchase one for $200, for $2,000, whatever, this is a $10,000 bag at the store, but I can send it to you for $500. I'm not mad at that. I'm not gonna speak against it. Cause I don't know. Yeah, I don't care. I honestly cannot. I can't argue with it. I can't, because for me, you know how many of the same product is at the store as we speak right now? How many toasters are at the store? from every price range, from $5 to $500. Whoever want to buy the toaster, whatever price is right for them. All of them say toasters, guys. All of them say toasters. If you go in the store, guys, I promise y'all, this fragrance right here, I promise you, I've smelled it and it was called something else for $5 at TJ Maxx. I promise you, I have smelled similar fragrances for all different prices over the years. All different prices. And it's called something else, and it's at a different Ross, Dress for Less, any store. It could have been at Macy's, at the beauty counter, Nordstrom. All of what I'm telling you all is somebody's working hard. They're providing a service and a product. Whoever wants to buy it, buy it. You know what I mean? You're paying for it. It's yours. Rock on, because they're out of control. I purchased. Look, I purchased. I placed value there. It was on my wish list. I'm happy to check this off my wish list. I have a Tom Ford item on my wish list. I can't wait to check that one off my wish list, because that one actually does go on sale regularly. So I'm just waiting for this next sale to drop and saving up my points so that I can get that off my list. I'm not mad, guys. I'm one of these ladies that I go from mid-grade, mid-range to high-end, depends on what it is, and I look for the benefit. I'm still, I want a Chanel backpack? Absolutely, in black lambskin. Do I want a Chanel classic flap? Absolutely, in small, medium, and I'll take it in that buttery beige caramel color with some gold hardware. Yes. Do I want an Hermes Birkin? Yes. I'll take it in black with the rose gold hardware, please. Do I want a Kelly? I do. Sure. A Fendi Peekaboo? I do. I have a list, you all. It's long and it's strong. Never will deny it. Do I want Dior? I do. Dior me, please. Dior me, please. I want the earrings. There's some jewelry that I want in there. I want a Dior saddlebag. It's on the list. It's on there. There's plenty of things on my list. I think I'm gonna do that next. I think I'm gonna go on and do the wish list 2025. I love you guys. Hugs and kisses. Thank you so much for watching. Guys, I'm super excited. We're doing amazing. I'm still working on my 2,000 subscribers. I have some goodies coming this year for you. And I'll see you in the next video. Mwah.